I picked up the Savage Sword of Conan at the comic shop. It's drawn by a guy named Liam Sharp. He is a fantastic artist, one who has had a 3-volume crowdfunded retrospective. It is incredible. Let's look at his art and just totally geek out together. And hello, everyone. It is Tom. It is FANzine Live. We are looking at crowdfunded comics today. Well, it's not really a comic. It's more of a series of art books. I got this comic recently, The Savage Sword of Conan, number 11, out on the stands as I speak. Fantastic comic. We'll take a look at this probably toward the end of the video. It has a story written and drawn by a gentleman named Liam Sharp, who was one of the first people I really got into when I got back into comics here around, I don't know, 2021, 2022 or so. Here's how it happened. I got this Green Lantern, and I started reading it from the beginning of the run. This is the Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp run, and this is issue 7. So I'd been reading Green Lantern for about 6 months or so. I think I had to catch up a little bit. The art I found really fascinating. I think if you have followed this channel at all, you know I'm kind of into sci-fi, and so when I see something like this, it truly grabs me. I open it up, and I see this incredible artwork. Not just the figure work, not just the colors, and I'm still kind of blown away by what one can do with digital coloring, but in this case it was the symmetry on both sides, the use of the lantern imagery on the page there, and it just continues and continues and continues, and he's doing things with layout that I just have not seen before. Morrison's story is a good one. I actually think this is perhaps one of the better written Green Lantern stories that I've ever read. But lordy, lordy, is it gorgeous. And Liam Sharp is doing all sorts of great stuff. Started doing a series called Starhenge, which I don't have on hand right now. I've got an issue or two of that as well. But then he went on to Kickstarter. He decided to put his kind of portfolio out there in a series of hardcovers. It's called Encore. And so you've got the first one here, little barbarian type stuffs. You know, anybody notice any resemblance to Conan? Then you got some black and white, and then you got some more sci-fi type stuff. And he did this in the series of 3 Kickstarters. I just geek out when I see truly great artwork. Cute little remark there that Sharp put on there. It says he's a British writer and artist living in California. He has now moved back to the UK, and I regret that because I never will probably be able to get his signature on maybe that Green Lantern book or what have you. So he starts with some of his DC work, and he did Brave and the Bold. So you can see his Batman work. He's also done, I believe it was called Batman Reptilian. So he does painted work, really nice painted work. I mean, look at that. That's Snyderverse Justice League, it appears. I mean, these are movie poster quality pieces. The book itself looks like about a 9x12, and yeah, here's some of his Brave and Bold, and it was a Wonder Woman Batman series. Yep, Brave and Bold then the Brave and Bold 2. He always had a really good thing for the high fantasy elements of comics, but he also can do the cartoony stuff as well. But look at this. I mean, this guy is great. So this book it's hardcover, glossy interiors, just pristine material. And then he gets into my favorite Green Lantern stuff, and I wanted to point this one out because this page here is the same, I believe, as up here. And I dare say, I honestly think his black and white might be better than his color. I mean, look at that. Then he went in and did some Wonder Woman. So intricate. But the combination of the science fiction, the superheroes, just did a wonderful job. Gears of War, the Hyborian Age. So we're talking about, yep, Conan the Barbarian. There's his cover. He did some work with Image, some Spawn work, it appears. Some work for Marvel. Man-Thing. It just goes on and on. Some nice Judge Dredd. Made Fire. Almost a Bill Sienkiewicz type look on these ones. Is that even might be a Sienkiewicz inking job. Incredible. This is the type of stuff that on a rainy day you can just sit down, and if you get a few moments of peace, sit down and stare at it. You can get inspiration. You can just appreciate it for what it is. I mean, think of it. You look at this and you say, what type of story can I build out of that? He's done so much great work. So anyway, that's the first one. Then the second one, we'll put this off to the side. Then the second one is all black and white. And I think this is where Sharp really shines. And we already talked about it with the other book, but the black and white is just stunning. Whoops, that's fallen out. The black and white is just amazing. You really appreciate the man's line work. It has elements of so many other artists, yet it truly is his own. I mean, I can see a little bit of like Neil Adams in his work. And then, of course, some of the great European artists, but I think a lot of it comes out of the 2000 AD realm. But I mean, this Celtic nodding that he does, just amazing. And he does nature so well. That's almost an Escher-like building complex there. Now we're into the Green Lanterns. He does cosmic. Yeah. There's another piece from that Green Lantern 7. Wow. I won't say it was a high watermark because I think he's gone higher since then. But golly, it was good. Just incredible. Let's see what else he's got. I mean, like, look at that face work. The hatching. Looks like he did some ink spray. Just incredible. Okay, so that's Encore number 2. And then his third one is his more recent stuff. Wow. Love how he used the spread going full bleeds on that. Real striking. So this is a bit of, I think, his leftover work. So he really tried to focus on his comic work on the first one. Then he did the black and whites on the second. And I think this is some extra. So oil on canvas. Look at that. I mean, the deep, deep, deep shading. I mean, this is next level material. If you ever get a chance to pick up stuff by Liam Sharp, give the man the benefit of the doubt. I haven't seen anywhere close to the full volume of Liam Sharp's work. But you can't help but appreciate it. And he's so adaptable. I mean, this work that he did for this Junks project, doing the silhouettes, cool. And he can do anything from almost a Silver Age style image to some of those lavish paintings. He can do cartoons. This almost looks like a Frank Miller Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne. Gorgeous. Let's just jump straight to Starhenge. This was perhaps his opus, and you can see why. Look at that artwork. Some high fantasy crossed with science fiction. I know Starhenge is available, I want to say, in trade paperback. And if such things interest you, you really ought to take a look. But he's done other work as well. It's worth checking out. Holy cow. Art books are the absolute best. They just give you so much to think about and ponder and grow inspiration from. If you ever see an art book by an artist that you enjoy, I mean, think about it. I started looking at that really neat looking Green Lantern, and then I picked up these, crowdfunded of all things. And it opens up an entirely new vista of what's possible. So yeah, that's Encore. And then we'll get back to why I was looking at Liam Sharp anyway, and that is picked up literally off the shelves maybe a couple weeks ago, this Savage Sword of Conan. We immediately jump into Conan by Liam Sharp. And here we go. And you can see he already is playing with his page designs. He has a pretty strong presence online and social media. You can tell from it he is deriving a lot of joy from doing Conan. I don't know if he's a regular on the book. He does a lot of other stuff as well. So he wrote and drew this entire thing by himself. And that's just a ton of work. But Lordy, these pages. I mean, this is just incredible work. I mean, check that out. And the beautiful thing about all this is, from an inspiration point of view, this is just, as the kayfabe guys would call it, this is just ink slinging. Anybody can do this. The question is can you open your mind up to do it yourself? And it may not look as absolutely, dare I say, perfect as what Sharp is doing. But, I mean, draw an arch. Put a background in. Do a little ink spatter. You've just framed in an image. Do almost a Jesse Lonergan style panel deconstruction where you have the motion movement of the sword breaking up the two panels so that you have Conan in one and Conan in the other. Wow. Take your time. Do a portrait. Amazing, amazing artist. So yeah, this is available right now. It's only $7. You can get yourself a copy of Savage Sword of Conan from Titan Comic, issue number 11, and you can get that story for yourself. It's just amazing. That's our little speed trip through the world of Liam Sharp. I don't know what to say other than he's a master, and it's just been a blast sharing him with you. This is FANzine Live, crowdfunded books, I guess. Encore, The Art of Liam Sharp, but also The Green Lantern, also Savage Sword of Conan, and an appreciation for a truly amazing artist. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is Tom. Leave a comment if you've ever seen any of Sharp's work, or maybe if there's another artist who grabs you in the way that Sharp grabs me. I'd love to hear about it, and probably will end up picking up a book if you tell me which one to get. That's it for now. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to FANzine Live, and tell your friends, because we get a chance to look at some of the best and some of the most creative here at FANzine Live, and I would love to be able to share it with everybody on our beautiful planet. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching. I will catch you next time.